What do I mean when I say your world? I really mean anything you know well. It can be your industry, your community, your hobbies. Change doesn't just happen in the business world, it happens everywhere if you're looking for it. And how do you find it? Much like a doctor diagnosing a patient, to find change you have to look for the symptoms. And the first, most obvious symptom is the unexpected. When everything is running according to plan, nothing unexpected happens. You drive your car for thousands of miles and it never breaks down. When something unexpected happens, like your oil light comes on, that's when you know something has changed. As an entrepreneur, you have to constantly be looking for the unexpected, because unexpected events mean something changed, and change means opportunity. The first type of unexpected event you need to look for is the unexpected success. Big wins that happen that you never saw coming. Let me give you an example. For decades, the Katzevs, a small family in rural New Jersey, produced a shampoo conditioner for horses called Mane and Tail. The product was targeted for show horses with long flowing manes and tails. Perhaps it shouldn't have been a surprise, but a few of the horse aficionados decided if it was good enough for their horse, it was good enough for them. And they started using the shampoo. Lo and behold, it worked great. Word got out and suddenly Mane and Tail wasn't just for horses anymore. Put yourself in the shoes of the Katzev family when they found out their product wasn't being used for horses but also by their owners. You don't have any expertise in the cosmetic beauty products industry. You're an extremely small manufacturer, suddenly competing against global companies. What would be your response? Sadly, too often when we face unexpected success, we cringe. There's a tendency to revert to the status quo, to what we know and what we're comfortable with. We also don't like admitting we might have been wrong and missed something obvious as that. As an entrepreneur, you must do the exact opposite. When you're faced with an unexpected success, you've got to lean into it and embrace it. Embrace the fact that you didn't just find an opportunity for innovation, you found an opportunity that demands innovation. If you don't capitalize on the success, someone else will. It's probably worth noting that looking for unexpected success isn't quite as easy as it seems. In particular, we're too often focused on what went wrong. When things go better than expected, we chalk it up to luck. As entrepreneurs, we have to recognize that unexpected success is a symptom of underlying change, and we need to take action to exploit it. The question we need to ask ourselves when we see unexpected success are, how can we exploit this success, and where can it lead us? What do we have to do to convert it into an opportunity, and how do we go about doing it? In other words, how can I turn this success into a new enterprise? And you shouldn't just be looking for your unexpected success. If someone else had an unexpected success, ask the same exact question. Returning to Mane and Tail, what did they do when faced with unexpected success? They leaned into it. While they still produced an extremely healthy line of animal products, they started focusing heavily on marketing their product for humans, even converting the focus of their main website. Celebrities started using their product, and they soon became a national brand. When faced with unexpected success, Mane and Tail realized there was an opportunity, and they did what all great entrepreneurs do. They innovated. What should we be looking for when we're trying to innovate? We also need to look for unexpected failure. I can think of no better recent example of unexpected failure than the recent bankruptcy of Lehman Brothers and the subsequent near meltdown of the banking industry. This catastrophe came out of the blue, and even the best entrepreneur could not have anticipated it. However, there is little question that such an unexpected failure would have an impact on almost every aspect of our society, and lead to opportunity in many realms, including alternative lending models, alternative financial institutions, and alternatives for capital for raising for new businesses and projects. Consider these examples. As a result of the Lehman meltdown and related unexpected events, less than 1 in 4 Americans trust the U.S. financial system, but trust in local community banks is actually going up. While the public at large perceives banking as a troubled opportunity, entrepreneurs are buying and expanding community banks in an effort to address the opportunity growing out of the Lehman failure. Companies such as Kickstarter and Indiegogo have created funding platforms that allow entrepreneurs to bypass traditional banking entirely, and the case can be made that the growth of such companies was fueled by the public's growing distrust of traditional banks and financial institutions. As opposed to an unexpected failure, another source of innovation is an unexpected outside event that comes out of the blue and changes everything. Let's take a sample from history to illustrate this point. In 1957, the Russians launched Sputnik, the first man-made satellite to be placed into orbit around the Earth. Not only was the event worldwide news, but on a clear night, people around the world could actually view the satellite as it orbited the Earth. Sputnik was launched in the middle of an intense rivalry between the United States and Russia, and this Russian success was sure to trigger a reaction. For an entrepreneur, this is a clear source of innovation. At the most obvious level, the United States would have to respond and develop a competing space program. In 1961, a group of scientists and engineers figured that out and established Spacecraft Inc., which morphed into SCI Systems in Huntsville, Alabama. Originally focused on applying the technology from the space program to commercial uses, SCI branched out to other technology-related businesses, grew to a multi-million-dollar enterprise, and still exists today, operating under the name Sanmina. SCI's story was repeated over and over as thousands of new enterprises and companies grew out of the unexpected launch of Sputnik and the subsequent race to the moon. In 2005, Hurricane Katrina devastated the Gulf Coast. New Orleans was especially hard hit as the storm surge caused its levees to break, leading to massive flooding. In the aftermath of the storm and the unexpected breach of the levees, innovation became central to the rebuilding of New Orleans. As an example, one of the hardest hit areas of New Orleans was the public school system. Katrina destroyed or damaged 100 of the 128 school buildings in the area. Due to the magnitude of the reconstruction that was needed, New Orleans had to basically rebuild its system from scratch. To help manage the information that would flow out of the school district reconstruction, Jane Medbury founded Kickboard, an online platform that helps schools track, interpret, and share information on students' academic progress and behavior. This innovation has helped New Orleans ensure its school system post-Katrina are meeting its educational needs, and its service is currently spread to 200 schools in 20 states.